Welcome back to Risque Business News. I'm your host, Laura.
And I'm Mae, and today I'm really excited about this topic. I don't know if you're going to be as excited as me.
No.
So I simply could not ignore the drama that's been flooding my For You page, probably your For You page as well, probably you folks at home as well, the Vanderpump Rules cheating scandal. So how does this pertain to business, you might ask? You might say, Mae, this is a business podcast, okay? We are talking, actually, we're going to do a little deep dive about the scandal because I can't stop talking about it.
I'm in the dark here. I couldn't be more in the dark, so I'm excited.
And then we're going to talk about the woman who brought all of these amazing people to us, the restaurant mogul, reality celeb, and dog charity founder, Lisa Vanderpump herself.
Can't wait. I met her once. We'll talk about that too. Add that in.
Yeah.
Met her, had no idea who she was. I was like, nice to meet you.
She was probably like, yeah, sure, sweetie.
All right. Enjoy.
Where's the money? I don't understand how you make money.
Hold on.
From that, though.
2 stand-up comics in New York City.
Just learned a lot of this stuff. I'm going to ask all the stupid questions that you might be thinking at home, but are afraid to ask people.
Making it to where you feel like you're too stupid to be able to ever engage in it, they win.
Why the fuck are they doing this?
It's to make money. It's Risque Business News.
Look at those socks.
I know.
What is that, the Microsoft logo? What the hell are these socks?
Should we show the viewers my socks?
Yes, please show the viewers my socks. We are back, and look at that. I think, is that literally the Microsoft Word logo?
You know what? I think I got these at like a jungle gym once. And
like for children?
For children, when I was jumping on trampolines, they have grippies on them. I didn't go to a grippy sock vacation, although that does sound kind of nice.
Shut the fuck up. That's the Microsoft logo. Oh my God.
This is now turning into a foot fetish podcast, a celebrity gossip podcast. We're all over the place today.
2 weeks in a row of fun socks. Listen, my socks, they're green.
They match your sweater.
They match my sweater.
Wow.
Underwear? Oh,
green?
I'm ready for St. Patrick's Day.
Wow.
I'm not even Irish.
That's nice. I'm going to be in Chicago for St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, that's actually like real fun.
I know. So it's like
I didn't
obviously
even
the
put that
Green
together.
River or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I can get a drink from it.
Am I supposed to? I don't know.
I don't know. New tradition. Make it happen.
Why not? It's just athletic greens.
I mean, then you have to drink the value.
Oh, the value
of that
amazing.
river.
Okay, well, let's get into some of these topics I had today. So I actually thought this was, I thought that this was recent news. Turns out it's from 2018, but I still think it's fucking hilarious. So we're still going to do it. Apparently there was
a bit of a time lag here.
Yeah. There was a tech conference in 2018 that basically they had everybody go to a strip club, but instead of having human female strippers normal, they had robot strippers.
Oh, that's some weird Bezos type shit right there.
Take a look at this.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. Why they don't have no heads?
They have no heads. They just have like weird little cameras for heads.
Oh, guys. Who thought this would be fun?
So
no. What, are you going to buy more stuff because you saw robot titties?
And it happened at Sapphire in Las Vegas, which I've actually been to before.
Have you? Is it like, normally do they have heads?
They usually have women.
Okay. That's good.
At the strip club.
This is also... This is non-binary? Like, I don't even know what gender we're looking at with this guy.
Yeah. Girl. We don't know. But it looks exactly like you think it looks.
Who's getting hard to that? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's trying to kink shame. Do your thing, I guess. This is at the extent of my like flexibility with being progressive. We're at the right at the edge there.
Sure.
Like,
you know what though?
What the fuck is this?
Okay, here's my thing. Like I think people are like, oh, men that have sex dolls or whatever are creepy and whatever. I'm like, yeah, probably. They're probably like creeps that would take it out on real women if it weren't for this sex doll.
That's a really good point.
So I'm just like, yeah, give them a sex doll.
This is perfect.
Get all those demons out because I don't need you in the streets with me on the subway.
No,
I
don't need you, with your fake girlfriend just like
Yeah.
Claire would like a decaf coffee.
Those were the best. And like, remember like old school HBO and they had those unhinged shows and one of them was like, I'm dating my sex doll or like whatever. And he would like bring them out to dinner and like introduce them to their parents.
I didn't know that was an HBO show, but I do remember those little clips of them like coming out and you're like, all right. But you're right. Actually, at least that person's been handled. There is someone or something out there for everybody.
Right. That's why I think it's funny when people like, I don't know, like, I feel like I've heard of women that are like, I don't like when my boyfriend watches porn. I'm like, are you kidding me? Please watch porn instead of cheat on me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
This girl is fake. She's AI. Actually, you know what? An AI porn star. That is what I want.
No, that's perfect.
That's perfect because she's not real. Like, Mark has range. Technically, with a porn star, he could maybe, actually get connected. We don't need that. We need an AI.
Let's not put that out to the
We need an AI bot. Yeah. Exactly. We need an AI. That needs to be Mark and Matthew's favorite porn stars need to be fake.
Yes.
Not real women.
Yes. I wonder, there's got to be AI porn.
There is.
There is. Okay.
It was like the first thing that came out. Yeah. The second the metaverse launched, everyone was like, I mean, we're gonna have porn stars, right?
Right.
And they're good. I mean, like, I haven't actually seen the porn, but I have seen the AI bots on like TikTok. Have you seen those?
I don't know, maybe
I'll do this. Like, maybe I'll try to cover this. We also need to talk about like Chat GPT and all that.
Yeah,
we haven't
right.
really. So maybe I'll do like an AI based episode. But there's influencers that are not real. They're all AI generated.
Oh yes, I have seen this.
They're
There's like
unbelievable.
Yeah, it's crazy. And brands will like sponsor them.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really interesting. I wonder when the porn stars saw the AI ones, they were probably like, dude, come on, man. I sold my soul to be a porn star. Don't take away my money.
My dad doesn't speak to me. Like, can I please have this brand deal?
Truly. I need to be selling fleshlights of my anus specifically.
Yes. The good thing, though, is that porn is so creative and varied that there is absolutely always going to be a requirement for live real porn stars because someone wants to know that girl's out there taking a shit for real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like the back of their mind. Like, some people will be fine with the AI and some are like, no.
Yeah.
Like those weird people who want the panties. You can't, AI can't make panties.
Ooh, that is so weird.
Yeah. That's a business.
Should we sell our panties? Any takers?
No, did I tell you about this? I did read an article where they were talking about how most of the profit from people on the panty selling websites is from the people signing up for the website to sell their panties.
Oh, so it's like
it's
like an MLM.
Yes.
Wow. So
maybe not all of them. I'm sure someone is making money, but like, it's a massive line item is people wanting the opportunity to sell their panties.
Wow.
Can't even sell your panties this day and age. What am I supposed to sell? Cybersecurity software?
Yeah. Actual goods and services? I don't think so.
B2B SaaS platform as a service.
No, I can't handle that.
Yeah.
You went to a strip club this past weekend.
Did.
I wanted to hear this story. We've been saving this for the pod.
What the hell happened to me? I was in Charleston, South Carolina. So, but going into this, I was going to a bachelorette party and I was like, no worries. I'm going to come out super rested. Like, it's like the most, they're not conservative, but like, what's the word? Like, chill. Like,
they're not like party animals.
They're not party animals. The bride barely drinks. Like, I'm going in like, oh, we're going to like, we went and rode horses. I got headbutted by a horse.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I was kind of like, what the fuck? Also, then I rode a blind horse.
I saw that on your story, actually.
This was funny. So we're going on a trail ride. It's like an hour. We're an hour on this horse. Yeah. And my horse kept tripping. And I was like, hey, my horse is tripping. It's like kind of old. It's big. It's been on trail rides. Like, I get it. But they're like, oh, stay 4 to 5 feet behind the person in front of you. And I'm like 40 feet. And I'm like, she doesn't want to go any faster. She keeps tripping. And they're like, oh, it's fine. Just give her a kick. And I'm like, okay. They're like, I'm moving her along. She's not having it.
Oh,
we get
poor
off.
thing.
I know. And I was like, I don't know what to do. We get off at the end and I look at her eyes and I'm like, what's happening with this eye? And
yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, she's blind.
So you were going to tell me that?
What? And I'm over here kicking her ass, like, let's go. And she's like, bitch, I can't see.
I don't know where I'm going.
I don't know where I'm going. And honestly, Susie, you did an incredible job.
Oh,
Susie
the horse.
horse.
I love Susie. That is
Susie the horse.
a really fun activity.
It was so
actually
much fun. I
Yeah.
would have loved a seeing horse. I don't know if Susie needs to keep giving trail rides.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and say Susie can be put out to pasture, like in a not death way.
Right.
Just genuinely let her go eat some fucking grass.
Yeah, just
I
let
don't know
her
how
chill.
she's finding the grass. I don't know how she's seeing anything.
That's so funny. I don't know if I've ever ridden a horse like a lot. I think the only times that I've ridden a horse was like within like a little tiny stable
pen
situation.
kind of thing.
Turns out I'm allergic to horses. I didn't know that either.
Wow.
At least the Peruvian horses.
What?
When I was in Peru, I rode a horse, and I was so excited because the trip was like, it was just an okay trip. We went to Lima, and like we just did not do Peru correctly at all. We didn't go to Machu Picchu.
Yeah, Lima's not the move.
It was really
it's a cool city, but like 2 days.
It was a very silly trip to do. It was not planned out well. Anyway, and then one of the things we had was we were going to go and watch like they do like a little dance with the horse and whatever, and you like ride the horses. And I was so excited because I was like, oh, finally we're doing something like kind of fun on this trip. And then I got on the horse and my face like blew up to like 3 times the size. And I was like, felt like I was breathing through a fucking straw. And then I had to have this guy like take me around this tiny little village in Peru to try to find Benadryl. It was insane. So anyway, long story short, I'm allergic to horses.
Okay. Well, you know
at least
what?
Peruvian ones.
I think they're all this. I don't think that's special. But
No, they're shorter.
Well, I think they're dandruff.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll get you a Benadryl and we'll go horseback riding at some point.
Okay.
It is fun. I used to do horseback riding. That was one of my things.
Yes.
Can I tell you this?
Yeah.
I got thrown many times. I was
Wow.
not good.
You weren't?
No.
Really?
I mean, I could do it, but like I got multiple concussions horseback riding, which is not what you should do. I had a horse that hated me. It's not for me.
Yeah, because aren't you supposed to like really bond with the horse?
Nah,
like,
my horse wanted me dead. Like I'm pretty sure they were like, this is a problem.
Where normally the horse girls want to fuck their horse.
Yeah,
that's like a big thing.
I wanted to fight my horse. I was squaring up with Arby. His name was Arby.
That's great.
After the roast beef sandwich shop.
You know what? I support that.
Maybe that's why he didn't like me. He's like,
Yeah,
why
yeah.
did you name me after a roast beef sandwich shop?
That is definitely a fucking front. Who the hell goes to Arby's?
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
I mean, it's terrible, but like,
Yeah. I mean, it's a roast beef sandwich. How
it's a
bad could
roast
it be?
beef sandwich.
Speaking of sandwiches, sorry to veer off course again, because I want to get back to the strip club story, because I don't think we've said
We have
anything
not
about it. But
discussed nearly in depth enough on that.
But I just started watching that docuseries about Jared from Subway. Crazy.
I have not seen the I can't not believe we have not covered Jared from Subway.
I know. You know, I think we should at some point. I think maybe people might be fatigued from it for a little while because this came out, but maybe in a few months or something we'll cover it again.
You know what?
But
We should reach out and see if he's available.
yeah. Basically, this like from the first episode, there was like one particular woman who took him down. So that's pretty
wild.
badass. I know.
Can you imagine that's your like claim to fame? You're like, yeah, I mean,
It's pretty important.
it's absolutely important,
Yeah.
but it's still strange because
Yeah.
it's Jared from Subway.
I took
his
down
full
Jared from
legal
Subway.
name is Jared from Subway.
Correct.
His birth certificate says Jared from Subway.
Yeah. I fucking love a Subway sandwich. Can I say that?
Did you know that Subway bread is illegal in Europe?
I do know that, and I don't give a shit, dude. It is delicious.
It looks like it'd be a nice mattress if you put it.
Well, isn't that the things that there's yoga mat material in
yes,
it? That's
yes.
I remember that being a headline. Wait, so back to
Okay.
Charleston Strip Club. Go.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. So I got distracted by the horse
horses.
and my blind horse. Susie, you're my girl. And so anyway, that's the kind of trip I'm on. I'm anticipating horseback riding, like a lot of sleep, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we go to a drag show on Saturday night, and I'm like, yay, cool, fun. Like that's a really good activity for, especially like a wholesome little like. We weren't gonna go hit the bars,
Right,
which I was
right.
so fine with.
Seeing shows is great. Kills time.
I love a show,
Yeah.
especially drag show. It's super interactive,
Yeah, they're funny.
super funny.
Mm.
Usually, it's a delight. It's a perfect activity. Unbeknownst to me, I don't know if like people planning this like were aware of this, but no one fucking shared this information. This turns into a male strip club immediately post drag show. Immediately. So we've had a couple drinks and then they're like, "You want to stick around for the strip show?" And everyone was like,
Yeah.
I mean, mean, I guess. But so funny because like that's the only way you could get me to go to a strip club in Charleston. Because normally I'd be like, no.
Right.
I'm in South Carolina.
Yeah.
This is in Vegas. This isn't Miami.
I feel like I would rather go to random podunk town strip clubs because that's a little more interesting.
Well, I will tell you, in retrospect, I agree with you. Going in, I would not have agreed. Coming out, that was genuinely one of the most fascinating, funny experiences I have ever. Not erotic.
No.
Not erotic. Not for me, at least. Maybe I need some AI bullshit in order for me to be like into it. But it's 3 dudes, and they're fine. One guy, they all look kind of like felons a little bit. I think that was on purpose.
Was that the theme?
It wasn't the theme, but I think the reason that they all had like kind of like this weird like edge to them was because like the most important point is we're in Charleston for mostly bachelorette parties are there.
Yeah.
And they are bachelorette parties from like North Carolina, Georgia, Alabama. That's the group that are going there for their bachelorette.
Yeah.
These girls are so white, so Christian, so like MLM, that kind of person. And there's 80 of them, and they are losing their fucking mind, May.
Really?
Holy, like I was uncomfortable. I was like, you gotta relax. You gotta act like you've seen a man in the wild like once in your life. And it was aggressive. Like it was like,
were they like putting their dicks in people's faces and shit?
I mean, like the dick didn't come out, thank God. What the point? What is the point of a strip club, by the way, for guys?
Yeah.
I was thinking about this and I was like,
because women get completely naked. Why aren't they? I mean, I don't particularly want to see people's dicks, to be honest with you.
I was relieved that was not a thing. Maybe it's because South Carolina, maybe in other ones.
Oh, maybe it's like, maybe it's like, because like some strip clubs they're not allowed to take their panties off or some, and like they use like they're wearing fucking shoe strings, so who gives a shit?
I know, but that was the thing is, so he was they were in thongs, but like beyond, so you could see their ass cheeks, but like beyond that, like it was just a shirtless dude. Yeah. So I was like, I mean, we've seen those.
Right.
We
can go to the beach.
Go to the beach. Go to the lake. You'll see pretty much this.
Right.
It's kind of weird.
I mean, I guess the same argument could be for, well, we don't see your boobs.
Yeah, that's the thing is girls always have like the boob element, which is like, that's fun. That's exciting for everyone.
Yeah. Unless you're from France, in which case you're like, whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So these guys are in like thongs, which are also, I'm going to go ahead and say this, it's a little gay. It feels a little gay.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird.
Well, they probably are gay, a lot of those guys.
Possibly. Probably. Yeah,
right.
You're right. That's a difficult one to come in.
Maybe they thought that there would be, maybe like, I don't know, on like the weekdays it is when it's not bachelorettes, maybe there's like, it's like kind of a gay club.
Wait, that's a great point.
Because there's a drag show and then the male
that
strippers.
Easily, there were definitely not, I mean, there was like 3 guys there, but they were very much like kind of like accompanying. It wasn't where I was like, oh, those guys are gay and they're out. It was like, I don't know, for whatever reason they're involved in this situation, but it was definitely predominantly for bachelorette parties. There was one girl in specific who literally looked like she could be the Catholic version of the Virgin Mary. Not Middle Eastern, because that would be the actual version of the Virgin Mary.
Oh, okay.
Never that. No, but she was like blonde and in like she was the bride, so she's in just like this pure white like lace, like it looked like a wedding dress. It could be a wedding dress, and she has just the most innocent face, and she was so into it. I was like, you guys could have an OnlyFans of this like guy covered in tattoos, looks like he came straight from jail.
Yeah.
And then this like girl, and like he's like flipping her around and stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
And, like, miming like having sex with her. It was aggressive.
Damn.
It was very funny for me.
I've never been to anything like that, like a Chippendales or like.
Yeah. I've been to, I'm trying to even think. I've been to like, I mean, we've talked about in length, like sex shows obviously have like a bunch of guy performers in them, but I'd never been to an all male like this kind of a situation. Yeah. And I also was fairly drunk by the time this happened because we'd just done the drag show.
Right.
And then I was like, well, now I have to keep drinking. Like, this is insane to be sober.
Of course.
Insane to be sober for.
God. I like, you know what? I just do not feel any sort of interest in that at all. Like I just wouldn't be turned on at all. Is that the point of it, or is it
I
just
was
be
laughing
silly?
Because I was exactly the same way where I kept being like, hey Laura, like I was like coaching myself. I'm like, I mean, are you into it? And I was like, no. Like, no.
Not
I need
at
to
all.
see like a man lose all his money. Then I'm like,
Lose all his money.
or make a bunch of money.
I need a guy to make a bunch of money, and I'm like, oh boy.
I did. There needs to be like a lot of levels to it for me to get involved, or like professional, like Vegas top tier. I can imagine like the level of attractiveness they've got at some of like the really, really high end clubs.
Yeah.
Sure.
I guess I'm just not really that. I'm not like looks are important, but they're like looks alone are not important. That's why I feel like
Agreed.
somebody has this joke, so I'm stealing this from someone else. But like basically the people they're always like, it's so funny how male strip clubs, they always do a job. They come out and they're like, I'm a accountant, and he's like taking out, and everyone's like, woo!
Yeah.
Like, I'm a
anesthesiologist.
yeah, I'm a doctor, and we're like, woo! Like there's no female stripper that's like, I'm a well, I guess nurse kind
Just
of, but
nurse,
like,
or like, I'm your mom.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, yes,
Yeah,
I love my mom.
Jesus Christ.
That's true though. That's
Yeah.
true. These guys were, we're from jail.
Yeah.
No?
I wonder if they have a program where they're like, okay, once people get out of jail, we'll hire them.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Because there's like restaurants like that. Do you know about this?
I do know, like
Yeah,
the
there's,
back in the kitchen, they like have a lot of.
There's like a tax benefit or whatever.
Oh, good.
Yeah, there's something
I
like
love that.
No, it's great.
That's great. We need more opportunities for that. Well, I don't know if that was what was going on, but I did watch a lot. Like, those ladies they need to break up with their boyfriends and like reinvest in their sexual identity, because they're clearly not good.
Yeah.
I was like, you guys are not having enough orgasms at home, that this is like the energy that you're bringing.
Yeah.
Here. Get a vibrator. Something needs to happen.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say on that.
That's what I hate about strip clubs, is that I don't want to go to a strip club and see anybody that I know turned on. Yeah. If I could go our entire friendship without seeing you turned on, that'd be great.
I think that would be amazing. Yeah. It is so uncomfortable.
Yes, it's extremely weird.
Extremely uncomfortable.
Like,
that's why when guys talk, like, I don't know, I don't have a lot of friends who've done this, but I've read about like people who, where it's like guys like will watch porn together, or like,
oh my God, yes.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know. It's really fucking strange.
That's a red flag, kind of. I don't know.
No, guys used to masturbate together in like middle school. Not together, but like, in the same room.
I don't need to be,
no,
unless I'm actively involved in what's happening, and like that's a very rare circumstance. Very special occasion. Then I don't need to be there.
Yeah.
I don't need to be there. That is you and God.
Yeah.
You and your mom, okay?
Yeah. You and your mother.
Whatever.
That's horrifying.
I know. Sorry. Had to go there again.
All right, let's move on to the next topic. So a senior Twitter employee says he spent 9 days trying to figure out whether or not he'd been laid off.
I loved this story.
Oh
I
my
watched
God.
it happen live.
You did on
yeah.
Twitter.
On Twitter.
Okay.
Okay, can I just say it? I've been a lot more on Twitter recently. I don't post.
Yeah.
But I've stalk, and since Elon's taken over, it's gotten real drama. It's like fucking Real Housewives status.
Really?
Yeah, Twitter's out of control. It's chaos every single day. It's great.
Wow.
So this guy is a great example of the kind of bullshit that's going down.
Yeah, I mean, that's so fucking funny. So he was locked out of his work laptop and email, but he wasn't actually formally told he was laid off, basically.
Yeah. So the guy in question was like, he's like a big deal in Sweden.
Right.
Like he has a lot of money. He's like really well known. He's famous there. Sweden, right?
Yes. And he also was put on a do not fire list at one point because they were like, it's going to be too costly to pay him off.
Right. So his company got bought by Twitter, which is why he got like hired into it. So it got bought for like a good amount of money. So I'm guessing like whatever the terms.
Sorry, Iceland.
That's why I was like,
yeah,
something Nordic.
Yeah.
But Iceland makes more sense because he's like, it's not that many people there. So even more so, like a big deal there.
Right.
Sweden's got like a decent amount, they're
yeah.
real. They're doing stuff. Did you get like some of the tweets that he?
So let's get this. Oh, basically, let's see if I can get up the exact Twitter thread here.
Yeah, this is funny.
Okay, here we go. So his handle is Hallie, Halli, And it says, Dear Elon Musk, 9 days ago, the access to my work computer was cut along with about 200 other Twitter employees. However, your head of HR is not able to confirm if I am an employee or not. You've not answered my emails. Maybe if enough people retweet, you'll answer me here. And then he also posted to Jack and he said, I appreciate your help on this one. My company was acquired, blah, blah, blah.
Did you get Elon's? Yeah.
And then Elon responded back and goes, what work have you been doing?
Elon. Elon, no. This is exactly where the law starts getting real fucking tight. And he's like, I'm going in. His lawyers are like, what are you doing? No.
So then this Hallie guy, he goes, I would need to break confidentiality to answer the question here. I'm happy to, if you have your lawyers share in writing, that I can do that and I'll be able to happily discuss that openly.
The correct response.
The correct response. Is there anything else on this?
Yeah. Yes, there's a very big click on the show replies.
Okay, here we go. And he goes, it's approved. You go ahead.
And then he replies.
And then he replies like a bunch of things that he's done.
That guy's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, Elon deleted his reply.
Oh, he deleted his reply. What was his reply? Let's see. Yeah. Sorry, this is kind of janky.
No, it's fine. Hold on. Give it 1 second.
Okay.
So they go back and forth for a while on like what his job duties are.
And then so another thing to note here as well is that this man is disabled.
Yes. Yes.
So then Elon goes, the reality is that this guy who is independently wealthy did no actual work, claimed as his excuse that he had a disability that prevented him from typing, yet it was simultaneously tweeting up a storm. Can't say I have a lot of respect for that. And he goes, but was he fired? No, you can't be fired if you weren't working in the first place.
So let's just go ahead and reflect the fact this guy he has muscular dystrophy.
Yeah.
That's a real, I'm not questioning anybody's disabilities, but that one's for sure legit.
Yes.
No one's like, oh, like, I can't come in today. I have a cold. / muscular dystrophy.
Right.
That's a real disease. And then Elon revealed it on Twitter. He was the one who introduced that part into the conversation.
Oh boy. Okay.
So his lawyers are like, yeah.
Fucking Elon, dude. It's amazing.
Amazing. So he actually ended up apologizing about this later on. Yeah.
That's unlike him.
So I mean, like everyone was like, hey guys, you can't give public health, like personal health information on, first of all, a disabled employee. You can't just introduce that to Twitter. What the fuck? What if your doctor was like, or your boss was like, well,
she has chlamydia.
May had cancer. Like,
right.
That's just not what can happen. Mm-hmm. But he actually replied and said, I would like to apologize to Holly for my misunderstanding of a situation. It was based on things that I was told were untrue or in some cases true but not meaningful.
Okay.
He is considering remaining at Twitter.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Either way, now that guy is super fucking famous now. I followed him from the whole thing. I was like, I want to hear more of what he has to say.
Yeah.
But how funny.
It's amazing. I mean, Elon Musk is hilarious. I'm sorry.
His lawyers, that's the only legal team there's like 3 legal teams in history that deserve the amount of money they are paid. One of them.
O.J. Simpson, another one.
The FTX lawyers or whatever.
Yep.
Yes.
Pretty good. Casey Anthony's people.
Yep.
Pretty good.
They're working.
Everyone
else looking at you. You're not saying you're not good, but like that good?
No way.
No.
Wow, that is fucking amazing. What a story.
Yeah.
What a little...
Don't tweet about your employees' health records. That is not something I thought I needed to clarify to everybody.
Try not to.
It's not what you're supposed to do.
So the last thing that I want to talk about is how now Jon Stewart is talking about the outrage that he received when he was saying that COVID-19 was a lab leak. Remember this?
I do.
And now, famously, the FBI and all of these credible, quote unquote, sources, not that I don't think they're credible. You see what I'm saying? Like that it's coming out from these sources, they're like, yeah, it probably was. And he's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Because he's like, I got so much shit, so much backlash. And he's like, I feel like with stuff like that, it's like, okay, can we all just like collectively say we're sorry?
Yeah, we need to have the whole COVID situation. I think we all need to have like 1 hour on primetime TV.
Yep.
Every politician, every business owner, a couple individual contributors. I'll go on. I don't give a shit. We all need to go up and just one by one say, hey, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, hey,
to
that
everybody.
was ridiculous. I shouldn't have screamed
I'm
at you
sorry.
and said you were killing my grandma.
Yep, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry.
So.
Masks also I saw apparently don't do anything for real.
That's what I saw too. And then also,
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't mind that because at least it's like relatively harmless. Like whatever. If we wear a mask, we don't.
Right.
Who cares?
I think the whole thing was like a really interesting case study in controlling a population, though.
Oh my God.
Very interesting.
And it was
case
global.
Study.
It's still going on. In
I know.
China.
I know.
Yeah. It's what if let's solve it.
Yeah.
I know that you came here for answers on the pandemic, and we've got them for you.
Well, also like the PCR tests were kind of false. It's like what
they were
like
all completely bullshit. Yeah,
half
half of those tests like weren't legit. You'd have to take like 6 in a row,
right?
And be like, I don't even.
Crazy.
I know.
Anyway, sorry, Jon Stewart. Not from me. I never was against you, but other people were yelling at you.
Well, it was one of those things also where it's like if we're not like he's famously been pretty level-headed on most of these things. He's been like I can't think of someone who has a better reputation for being able to like have like a nuanced
discourse
opinion with review and not gonna say things just like completely out of pocket. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's like the Jon Stewart I remember.
Yeah, that same.
You know?
Yeah.
So, and if he even couldn't say something, I think that's an issue. I wish his show was not on Apple TV. Can I say that?
Yeah.
Because I'd like to watch it.
I feel like I see what I need to see on YouTube and stuff.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I appreciate that, but I would watch it to like support it or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I think it's a good show. Did I tell you I went to a live taping of it?
No. When was that?
I went like, I don't know, 2 years ago.
Really?
Oh my God, I can't remember if it was during the pandemic or not.
Hmm.
It was like one of the first episodes. I don't know when it came out. I can't remember. I have no
Definitely
sense
over
of time.
the pandemic. So I remember sending in a writing packet, LOL.
John?
Yeah. Call us.
But it was so funny because I went in and I wasn't really sure what like the tone of the show was going to be. I thought it was going to be like funny.
Yeah.
Because of it's him. And they just talked about burn pits. And burn pits are, we should do an episode on them, except for it's really fucking sad. In the military, they have these pits where they'll burn like
bodies.
Waste and supply. No, maybe some bodies. But point is like stuff that shouldn't be burned. And every single one of the soldiers who works on those burn pits has like horrifying diseases after like lung damage.
Oh boy.
It's really bad for you.
Yeesh.
And they weren't getting support by the government.
Of course
it was this
not.
whole thing. And he interviewed a bunch of people live on the show, obviously.
Wow.
Who were like, yeah, I'm going to die in 3 months.
What?
It
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
It was so sad, dude.
Holy crap.
We were all like, I like cried. It was like really,
Wow.
it was a great episode. It was something that I just wasn't aware of. That is insane that we're doing that to our like military.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, / doing that. Anyway, that's a different topic.
Correct.
Good show. Go check it out. First,
Okay.
check out this show.
Yeah.
Then check out that show.
Right. So before we get into the drama of Scandoval, I know like some people that are listening specifically for that are probably like, where the fuck is the
I know.
rules drama? I wanted to quickly talk about the banking fallout, failure of Silicon Valley Bank.
Yes. Wow.
So people are saying this might be the next Enron, which is not a great sign.
I thought we
Oh,
were
go
going to
ahead.
have one Enron
Yeah.
and then move it along.
2 Enrons. Basically, they primarily help with tech startups. So, like my company, for example, does invoicing and I think payroll through this bank. So, and yeah, so
That's wild. Wait, do you have like money with them?
I
Hopefully
don't
not much.
think so. I mean, my company does. I don't think I do.
No. I
Like,
mean,
how do
your
you mean?
company, though. That's important.
Oh, probably.
Well, you almost got super fucked.
I know.
Whoa.
That would have fucking sucked because I really like my job and I don't.
I know. Well, you're good because our girl Janet Yellen came through. Pour one out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Janet Yellen, nice.
Yes. do you want to? I've been following this pretty closely.
Yeah,
as well.
you take it away, because you know what? I actually listened to a few things on this, being like, I'm gonna have to talk about this on the pod, and then it was like they were speaking Chinese. You know what I mean? Like they were like,
Well, I think
so.
Yeah, there's definitely more layers to this, and I think as we go, we'll probably do like a more concentrated episode on it. But the high level version is basically Silicon Valley Bank, like you mentioned. They supply a bunch of tech companies with, they hold their money. It's just like a bank, and they took a bunch of their money and invested it into, I think, like some sort of mortgage sort of asset. Point is that the interest rate impacted it pretty dramatically. And obviously, famously, the interest rate is normal versus it was 0% for so long. Money was free. And as a result, they had to raise money to be able to support withdrawals.
Right.
So all that means is that they were not doing a great job with their investing. Customers, these tech companies were coming and trying to make withdrawals. They were saying, oh, we're having a little bit of issue there. We need to raise $2 billion.
Okay.
They go through this point to like where they made the communications that they were going to raise this money. And then the VCs noticed that they were doing this. And I guess the way they communicated it wasn't super good. It wasn't good, okay?
Right.
Versus this is what you want. You want it to be good. They didn't do a great job of that, and they spooked them. So they caused like a really classic run on the bank, which is like, I always think of, what is it? It's a Wonderful Life.
Yes.
That's every single time there's like a run on the bank, I think of that movie.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I think everyone does, but
Right.
like very like same exact thing. Like everyone went to go do a withdrawal at the same time. The bank didn't have the money to support that, and they went bankrupt.
Crazy.
And the FDIC took it over, so the feds came in, but each account was only insured up to $250,000, and obviously a company is going to have millions of dollars in these accounts.
Yeah.
So over the weekend, everyone was like, so that's like this week they wouldn't have been able to make payroll.
Holy shit.
So I have friends, Rachel Lander, friend of the pod, where I think I'll make sure she's okay with me. I think,
Okay. We can
I mean,
bleep it
it's
out if we
fine
have
now.
to, but
yeah. But basically she was freaking out because it was like her company, like all of their money was with SVB. So like they didn't have any money potentially.
Yeah.
But then on Sunday, the, I guess, Treasury, I don't exactly know who.
Right,
made
the
announcement.
California
government.
No,
the country, the
the
federal
government. Okay.
made the announcement that they were going to
Bail them out.
bail them out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
But
are
it's
bailouts good or bad? I don't even fucking know.
it's not good. It's
Okay.
it's good short term. It's not great long term because it's like everyone's pissed right now because they are like the profits from running a bank go to specific individuals, whereas the risk of it, like when something goes bad like this, like when they fucked up, they shouldn't have done what they did. I don't know enough about that detail to be like, oh, this was criminal, or oh, this was just really stupid, or a really series of unfortunate events. All of the above could be also true.
Right.
But when it works out, the money goes to like a couple people. When it doesn't work out, it goes to the taxpayer.
Oh, okay.
You see what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm glad that they did do the bailout, but there needs to be a little bit of reform.
Yes.
The banking system.
Yes. So anyway, we're all gonna die, I guess, or whatever.
That was so stressful though.
Yeah. I mean, I'm supposed to get paid on Wednesday, so I guess I'll let you know.
Yeah, fucking see. No, you'll be fine because they actually, the federal government was like, hey, we're gonna support these deposits. So.
Right.
I mean, maybe there'll be a delay or something while they process all of that, but you will get paid, and Lander will get paid, and other people as well. Otherwise, like there would have been hundreds of companies going under, like right now.
Yeah.
Kind of weird.
Probably including mine.
I don't know how much. Like, if you're a normal company, honestly, if all your money was with one bank, what are you doing?
That's kind of insane.
Are you stupid?
Yeah.
I say this as someone with one bank.
Yeah. I don't know. I have no
An
idea.
individual with one bank, but a big one. Too big to fail.
Too big to fail.
It's very interesting. We should try to get someone who's like an expert on this at some point, because there's definitely so much of it that goes way over my head.
I actually, speaking of too big to fail, I actually knew a girl who worked at that company.
Oh.
That was featured in the film Too Big to Fail.
Is she available to do the pod?
She is available to do the pod. I will call her.
You should call her.
Taryn.
Maybe she knows about this.
Yeah, I'll ask her. I'll ask her when her avails are. By the way, write in if you guys are enjoying the guests. We have some coming up.
Yeah.
And let us know.
I like the guests, but
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys like the guests.
Yeah.
I think you do.
I mean, this is as much your show as it is ours. We're trying for feedback, so
Socialism.
this is socialism. No, I'm a capitalist.
Yeah, Clay, we're running a business podcast. We're trying to make money here.
We're trying to make money here, but
well, we aren't specifically.
No, we have no money at all.
Yeah.
All right. Well, without further ado, since we are a really serious business podcast and we only talk about the hard-hitting subjects, I wanted to take this opportunity to speak about the Vanderpump Rules drama.
Big money, big Fortune 500.
Listen, there's no business like show business, baby. Okay,
that's true.
The drama. So, unless just as a quick roundup of what's going on, I'm sure everybody knows. Okay? Everybody in the world knows about this. It's probably everywhere on your TikToks, everywhere on your Instagrams. Just a little roundup of what's going on. Okay, I'm about to school you, Laura. So pay attention.
Who are they? They look pretty.
Tom Sandoval, Ariana Madix. Okay, they have been dating for 9 years. She famously has never wanted to be married, but they do own a home together. So they're kind of like pseudo married, right?
Right, like me.
Like you.
We don't own a home together. We own a cat together.
We'll cut that and put it up and just tag Matt in it.
Yeah, that's the clip. It's just that one.
And just you being like
12 seconds.
Okay, so they've been together for a really long time, and what ended up happening was that he has been having a 7th-month affair with co-star Raquel Leviss, also known as Rachel Leviss, because that's her real name, and Raquel was her fake stage name. So
wait.
Yeah.
That alone needs review.
Yes.
Is she Latin or
no?
What is Raquel? That's not.
No,
white.
Raquel is just a white girl name, I think.
No. Do you guys think of Raquel? I don't. When I hear Raquel, I think it's like some sort of like other country.
No.
You know, what white girls do you know named Raquel besides this fake one?
I don't know any Raquels except for this fake one.
No.
Okay.
No.
Anyway.
I already don't like her. Do I not like her? Am I right?
You hate her.
Oh, yeah. Fuck Raquel. She's racist.
She's
racist.
Rachel.
Racist Raquel.
Racist Raquel. There you go. So Raquel famously was brought into the group by James Kennedy, DJ James Kennedy. So this was a few years ago.
Famously.
They were dating. They were engaged, James and Raquel, and they broke up last year. And Tom Sandoval had paid for their engagement party. And
why did he do that?
Because
I mean, you're a great friend of mine. I'm not paying for your engagement party.
He paid like something crazy, like $15,000 for their engagement
Why?
party. I don't know, but maybe
Weird,
he was secretly in love with Raquel the entire time. I don't know.
Oh, if Matt was like, I'm paying for Mae's engagement party, I'd be like, no, you're not.
Yeah, what the fuck? I would be like, thank you for your offer, but this is like really too
weird.
much.
It's like really it's a weird move. Bring a nice bottle of wine. How about that?
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe contribute like an appetizer if you really, feel firmly about it.
And they had a Coachella themed
oh my God.
engagement party.
Kill
Okay.
yourself.
They did. So Coachella comes into play a lot of times because Tom Sandoval actually met Ariana Madix about 10 years ago when he was with Kristen Doughty. Okay, so Kristen Doughty is a former person that was on the show. She got fired for racist actions that are like a whole thing.
Her and Raquel.
And he had cheated on her at Coachella with Ariana Madix. And it's rumored that Raquel had made out with Tom Schwartz, who
what the fuck is this?
Is Tom Sandoval's best friend. So there was a rumor before the new series came out that they had made out at Coachella. And now it's theorized that it wasn't this Tom they were thinking of. It was Tom Sandoval. Are you following?
I think they should be polyamorous. This is one of the situations. This is a polycule I would subscribe to. They are all very attractive.
Yep.
None of this FTX bullshit. We need these guys in a polycule.
Correct.
They'd be happier.
Correct. He does shave his forehead. That's something famous. Everybody knows about him. I don't know. That's apparently like a exfoliation thing.
Just get a laser treatment at that point.
Right.
Oh, for exfoliating?
I guess. Supposedly we're supposed to be shaving our fucking foreheads. I don't really know.
What?
So, also, so Tom Schwartz is co-owner of a restaurant with Tom Sandoval, 2 restaurants actually, Tom and Schwartz and Sandy's. So since this has come out, now it's been very like Team Ariana on online and whatever. And so there's been all these crazy people writing in for Yelp reviews. And
I love that.
Yeah, saying like these people are dirtbags, like da-da-da. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Chicken parm, pretty good though.
Yeah. It looks like a really cute bar. I mean, if we're ever in LA together, which I'm sure we will be, we gotta go. We should go to all of these restaurants that I'm going to talk about on this pod.
We should. Oh my god, we should do that.
We
should
should
do
that.
a week of just going to these restaurants.
Yeah, it'd be fun. So
and comedy or something. I don't know.
So cheating is nothing new to this group, but I would say that this is probably the worst cheating that has happened, because Raquel was friends with Ariana, and they're like pseudo married. So it's not like, oh, they were, young and in their 20s. Like all these people that I'm talking about,
it's not
are
like
in
a
their
Coachella. 30s. They were on Molly.
No.
Situation.
It was like a 7-month affair behind everybody's back. Yes. And then, so a few other cheating scandals that have gone on was between, it looks like Stassi Schroeder and Jax Taylor. So this is back in the day. And yeah.
And who are these people? I don't know if I'm sad or proud that I don't know who they are. A little of both.
You should get to know. This is a great show.
I'm into it.
So he cheated on her with her best friend at the time, Kristen Doughty. So she was cheated on and also the cheater. He then went on. I was going to ask you these questions as a quiz, but you obviously don't know the answer. Now he's
let's
married.
Go for it anyway.
Okay, who's Jax married to now?
Ronald Reagan.
Kind of close.
Corpse.
So he's married to this like extremely conservative Christian gal. From
she was at the Charleston strip club with me.
She was I think she's from Arkansas or something like that. Her name is Brittany. They actually got in trouble, the two of them. There was like a little mini scandal because at their wedding she wanted a pastor that was sort of like anti-LGBTQ. And then they found out
we are on a reality television show
right.
based in Los Angeles.
Yes.
Are you dumb?
And so apparently they didn't know, actually. So they were like, yeah, they've just been our pastor forever. And then it came out that he said this stuff and then they had to fire
that's
him.
tough. All right.
That sucks.
Yeah.
So he also cheated with a girl named Faith. She was on the show for about 15 minutes. It was this girl. She was African American. And because he cheated with Faith, Stassi and Kristen hated Faith because he had cheated on
racist.
Yeah. And then
they're all racist, probably.
Basically it. Like and then Faith kind of accused them of being racist. And they got fired from the show. So they did get fired from the show. Wow. So it was like this big crazy thing where there was the LAPD. This is racist to do, and they've since made amends and they've done a lot of interviews about it and like said sorry. But basically there was like the LAPD was putting out this thing being like, we're looking for this person, and in the footage they thought like Faith, and so
that is racist.
And they called the cops and like reported her in, and she was like, "Oh my god, I'm just another black girl. Like that's not me." And
first of all, and also like in this day and age, you don't want to pull. I mean, the LAPD, I don't think has had a ton of incidents.
Oh my god, are you nuts?
Are they really? Well,
yeah,
I mean, like,
they're corrupt bastards
historically, but they haven't been like, oh god.
I mean, who knows?
Doing one of those like backyard kind of deals, like
right.
where the middle of the country was just really going crazy with that for a while.
It really was, yeah. Truly.
I'm hoping she didn't feel unsafe in that, but probably. Oh,
yeah.
Poor girl. Where's
know.
Faith? I'm gonna watch her show.
Well, she's kind of a nutcase.
I'm even better. Sounds like good entertainment, right?
I mean, I don't think there's any like good people in that.
Yeah,
that's
fair.
Scenario.
That's fair.
And then so that's why Stassi got canceled. She actually wrote a book about life after cancellation. It was very good. And then last but not least, I just want to talk about these two. So this is Lala Kent and Randall, I forget his last name.
Looks like the guy from Modern Family.
You know what it looks like? It does. But it also looks like the guy Ed from 90 Day Fiancé.
Don't watch that show.
Oh my God. You have so much shows. You have so many shows to watch.
I play shitty video games.
I would like to know, like, what's a worse use of time?
It's pretty even.
It's pretty even.
Neither of these are enriching experiences.
I know there's a new episode of 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way, and I can't wait to be enriched by all of this cultural knowledge that I get later on today. I'm really excited.
I'm playing Hogwarts Legacy right now, and I'm itching to get back in there.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
So what's interesting about these two is actually a lot. So he was a film producer, and he also recently has gotten in trouble for basically being a mini Harvey Weinstein and running a casting couch, meaning like you fuck me, I get you a role in a movie. So she actually met him that exact way, and now she's acting like, oh, what? Like, I had no idea. And they have a baby together, so it is very
Oh
unfortunate.
my God, we're so over time, or else remind me another time to tell my Harvey Weinstein story. Not my Harvey Weinstein story.
I was like, oh.
Missed opportunity.
Also, I was like, why the fuck isn't this podcast bigger? Laura!
What if I
was like, what, were you horrible at sex?
Honestly, I understand the Harvey Weinstein scenario where you're like, how big can the podcast be?
Yeah, I just have to have
One
horrible,
time?
disgusting
One
rape.
time?
It's terrible. We're going to get in trouble. But it's
Yeah,
fucking...
well, maybe cutting that part.
No,
but-
keep it in. Keep it in. Anyway.
I do have a story, though, related to Harvey Weinstein, not me, but
okay.
we'll do that another time.
So-
That's keep listening.
Keep
Like and subscribe.
listening.
Tell your friends.
One more little thing about these two. So Lala famously has cheated.
Whose name is Lala? What is she, a fucking Teletubby? That is legitimately the name of a Teletubby. You are an adult.
So
Be serious.
She had sex with James while James was with Raquel.
James,
So
you can't have sex with Lala.
he was having sex with Lala.
That's
okay?
inappropriate.
And famously, Lala has been online saying that she's coming for Raquel at the reunion.
She's coming with Raquel.
But Raquel might not be able to go to the reunion because when all of this came out, she was with Sheena Shea. Everyone knows Sheena Shea.
How many people are involved in this show? The reunion must be fucking Las Vegas. They rented the whole city. It's just everybody.
So Sheena Shea hit Raquel in the face, allegedly. That's the story. And now
I'm listening.
Raquel has a warrant, not a warrant, get away from me. What's it called?
Oh,
restraining order. I'm like, stop.
Has one of those.
Yeah, she has a
It's a
restraining
Heisman.
order against Sheena Shea, who's not pictured here. But anyway, so she has a restraining order against her. So that's going to be pretty challenging to film together in the same room.
Well, we can get an AI Sheena Shea.
We could.
They can go to Sapphire and make that happen.
So that's what's going on right now. It's been a lot of fun. There's been a lot of talk because the show ratings were tanking. So everyone's like, maybe this is all sort of manufactured.
I bet it is.
Yeah.
I bet it is.
At least somewhat.
Yeah, I bet it is.
I still want to believe it because it's fun.
So, no, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But so this one I think is manufactured. We don't have to talk about this in depth, but do you think the Hailey Bieber one is?
Yes, I do.
You do?
I do. So
Because I've been on the fence about that one. She is really getting raked over the coals, so much so that I'm like...
So I don't know. So the reason that maybe it wouldn't be is that I don't know what her gain is from this.
She just released her skincare line.
Yeah, she just
So I
released
wonder
it,
if
and
she
then-
thought it would go smoother.
Yes. And then also it makes sense for obviously Selena to be promoting Rare
Right.
and then Kylie as well to be promoting
All
Kylie
of them have
Cosmetics.
something to promote, like kind of at the same time,
Mhm.
which is why I'm like, these people are professionals with like their lives. Hailey, none of them have, besides Selena, have like actual skill sets.
Right. Yeah, they're
Do you know
not.
what I mean?
Yeah, like Kylie isn't an actress. She's not a singer. She's
Right.
Not a
They don't have
dancer.
things
Same
to do
with
promo wise unless it's like conversation around
Right.
them. And this is the best conversation. I've been
truly.
loving it.
It's been fun.
I've been loving it.
It has been fun. Also, Rare Beauty is fantastic.
I haven't used it. I
It
need
is-
to because I am Team Selena.
It is really, really good.
Hot take. What if I
Yeah.
was Team Hailey? Maybe I should just to be contrarian.
I hate like now there's this whole thing going on where people are like Hailey looks like Putin or whatever.
It is funny,
It-
but it is mean.
And, well, first of all, it's mean. Secondly, I'm like she's objectively
So pretty.
why. Like we can hurl insults all day long. Saying that Hailey Bieber is not attractive is just factually not
No.
true.
She's very beautiful.
Also, I will say, so I listened to Stassi Schroeder's podcast, Straight Up with Stassi.
What the
Are you
fuck
familiar?
is she talking about on that?
She,
She talking about SVB?
anyway, Stassi said straight up because the guest was like, "Do you think that this is manufactured for more views and more lists,
Yeah.
whatever?" And she
Oh.
was like, "Actually, no," because she was like, the one thing that sets Vanderpump Rules apart from other reality shows is that it's not like an ensemble cast where they just stick people together and then oops, you guys are friends. She's like, we've all known each other for over a decade at this point. Like we've all been friends for over a decade. And she was like, I really don't I don't think that Raquel would be okay with the storyline. And also Tom Sandoval has been historically crazy narcissist. He wants to like control how people see him. And right now he's refusing to film because he looks fucking horrible. And she was like, I really don't think for all of the pesos in the land, he would never
be okay with his image.
Be okay with his image being tarnished like this. So
I don't believe her. But I like that they're leaning in that hard.
They are.
I like the commitment to the bit.
But she has no stake in the game. She's been fired from the show. You know?
Yeah. I'm sorry I lost that detail.
Yeah.
In the many details.
Anyway, this is a business podcast after all. So I am going to do my darndest to
Oh yeah, let's circle it back. How? Let's see Mae do some jujitsu over here to make that happen.
All right, so we are talking now about Lisa Vanderpump.
I met her.
Yes, so you met her. You had no idea who she was.
No,
she was
but
just
my
some
friends,
hot lady.
we were sitting at we like went there because we knew
To
it was
Pump?
her restaurant. We went to Pump.
Yeah.
And which was lovely. The food was fine. It was very pretty though. I'll give it
It is
that. The
pretty.
ambiance was beautiful.
Yeah.
And she shows up. All my friends freak out, and I'm like, you guys should go take a picture with her. And they were like, no, it's scam. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna go take a picture with her.
Yeah.
And I got up and I went and got a picture with her.
Wow.
And then I met like this like little gay man that was with her with a dog. It was great.
Are you
She's
sure it
very
was a
nice.
gay man with a dog, or was it Ken, her husband?
It may have been Ken, her husband.
Okay.
But he's gay. I have news for her. I don't know. Oh, I wonder if he was.
Let me look them up and then
let's look up Ken, because that man, I mean, maybe
Ken
not. Maybe he goes both
Vanderpump.
ways. I don't know.
Was this the man that you
Yep.
saw? Okay, yeah, he is her husband.
Okay. Never mind. I didn't know.
Yeah. I mean, to be
He
fair,
was very nice because everyone was taking pictures with her and kind of ignoring him.
yeah.
And I took a picture with her, and then I like stood to the side while other people were taking pictures, and he had a dog, and I was like, oh my God, a dog. I love dogs. And he was very nice.
I mean, genuinely, I feel like every man in LA is
Right.
not
That's so
straight
true, actually.
seeming. Like literally every single one.
Yeah. It's an
epidemic.
It's just no, it's a positive. I don't know what it is. It's something.
Alrighty. Anyway, so Lisa Vanderpump, she has been sort of a force her entire life. She kind of reminds me of Bethany Frankel in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Actually,
I definitely
a lot
agree
of
with that.
same energy where it's like, yeah, I could just sit on my ass and be like a spoiled housewife, but actually I'm kind of a badass entrepreneur. I'm doing a lot of really cool things. So she actually was an actress first, and she's done over 100 commercials for brands, including a bunch of fucking weird ass cigar brands over in England.
Cool. Do your thing.
Great.
Get that paycheck.
Whatever. So I want to go into her bio a little bit. So she is a businesswoman, a TV personality, an author, a philanthropist. So quite a lot of things. She owns, to my knowledge, 4 restaurants. So she has Sir, Villa Blanca, Pump, and then she has, I think, Pump in Las Vegas.
That makes sense.
Yes.
That restaurant should be in Las Vegas.
Oh,
too.
for sure. And then she obviously also is part ownership of Tom Tom. And I don't know if she owns a little bit of Schwartz and Sandy's.
So
but
is she like the Kris Jenner or whatever? Or the
yeah, kind of. So she
that whole group?
Yeah. So basically she was a Real Housewife of Beverly Hills. And then I think maybe had spoken to Andy Cohen about doing a spinoff about the employees at a restaurant, because what a great show concept for reality TV. Like, if you've ever worked at a restaurant before, it's like the drama, like this person's fucking the line cook and this person's spitting their food and this person.
And the rest, they were all really hot too. It's LA. Like,
it's LA. And they're all aspiring actresses. So they're all like, sign me up, baby. Like,
they're
let's
go. They're ready to serve.
And then also, so what happened was they filmed a scene for Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and Sheena Shea was a waitress for her. But Sheena Shea had also had sex with oh my God, why am I blanking on her name?
It's okay.
Yeah. No, it's so
we're all right.
With she had sex with Eddie Cibrian, who now is married to Leanne Rimes, but then was married to Brandi Glanville at the time. So Brandi Glanville was also a Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
So good.
Yeah. Like, could you imagine if I could talk about this like for finance?
That's incredible.
I would be really.
Mae is scared that she's committing
successful
fraud all the time. Do you see how that was incredible? I'm floored.
If somebody could teach me finance in like reality show drama,
maybe
like
I'll
in that
try.
kind of thing, I would remember everything.
Maybe I'll try to
smart.
Maybe I'll try to like code the SVP thing into reality show stuff.
So anyway, so what ended up happening was there was a scene there and everybody was like, oh my God, there's the guy who fucked my husband. Are you kidding me? Like, that's insane. And then the episode ended and then it was the first episode ever of Vanderpump Rules. So they did like a little,
So smart.
obviously it's the same audience that watches Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And so they just sort of, so anyway, so the show was launched from there. And then all of these people are kind of like, they worship her because first of all, she's, you know, doing a lot of great things and obviously a lot of great things for them. But
yeah, she knows what she is doing. Also,
Yeah.
Bravo. Is that the biggest television network? We should look at like what are the biggest television networks because they are really good
yeah,
at what they do.
oh, they're great. I mean,
They
Andy
have
Cohen. BravoCon was insane. Andy Cohen, we should do an episode on him for sure. But I think what some people have argued before, Carol Radziwill, famously from and Housewives of New York City,
Another Bravo show.
famously, she actually said once she was like, I think it's fucked up that people worship him because he's basically made his name off the backs of humiliating women. And I'm like,
Yeah, there's a market for that.
Yeah.
Sweetheart, you could have done it.
yeah,
Usually I'm on the side of it. I'm like, listen, ladies, you signed up.
totally.
And you acted out.
And
and
know
you're
what?
very famous now.
There are some Real Housewives that come on the show and they make an asshole out of themselves and like that's basically it. And then there's other housewives that come on and they're like, you know what, I'm going to turn this into a business venture. And so
Right.
it's like, it is what you make of it.
Right. No, I mean, don't get me wrong. I always am happy to shit on dudes, but I'll shit on women too. And in that case, I think that this guy pulled it all together.
Yeah.
So
Like, is it trashy? Is it gross? Sure.
yes, but
like,
America is trashy. And
yes.
gross.
Yeah.
Let's be
totally.
honest. Yes, we are. And I love that about us.
We are. So Lisa Vanderpump herself, she has Vanderpump wines, Vanderpump Sangria, vodka, pets, Elaine. I don't know what the fuck that is.
What is that?
No
What
idea.
is that? Click on that.
Yeah. And there's
And also, wait, what was that underneath it? Love Dog
Love
app?
Dog app. It must be like some sort of
A question? Is it a dating app for dogs? I don't even know. I
still
still don't know what this is. Oh, like,
you know, it's installations like
oh, that's
chandeliers,
cute.
stuff like
then
that.
what
And
is
then the Love Dog app, and then she also has a podcast because who doesn't? Do not listen to her podcast. Listen to ours.
Oh, the app is no longer available.
It's no longer available. So anyway,
I think it was a dating website for dogs.
that
That's
makes
what
sense. That makes sense.
LA dogs are they have very active social lives.
Yeah, they probably do.
Yeah.
Which is like so insane.
They're getting more tail than I am.
And then she also has a dog foundation, which actually has gotten her in some hot water. But basically she's a dog foundation, and a lot of the things that she does saves dogs from being executed for food or I don't know, whatever. But they're in China and places like Venezuela trying to get them neutered and things like that.
Okay.
Which is pretty good.
That's a great initiative. That sounds like okay.
Yeah.
I always wonder about that. I'm like, am I closed-minded that I have such a problem with other cultures eating
I know.
dogs that I don't, or like not just dogs, but animals that I don't think should be eaten?
Right, like a horse or something.
Like, what's
like that.
how is that my business?
No,
do you know what I mean?
Yes, I agree with you. And it is sad from our perspective, but from their perspective, they're like, it's food.
Isn't it weird? Like, not cultural appropriation, because I'm obviously not, but like diminishing their rights. I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying.
I don't know the terminology that I'm trying to use there, but I'm like, shouldn't I kind of just? They've been doing that for a long time.
I agree. Yeah, and it is. I've had similar thoughts too, where I'm like, personally, I'm not going to eat a cat anytime soon, but I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to stick my nose into things that my nose doesn't belong in, quite frankly.
Yeah, and yeah. Anyway, so interesting thing also when there's so many other issues to dedicate your time to.
Yeah, right. There's a lot of human issues. Yeah. And I get that you're a dog lover and whatever. And obviously if people applied that logic to anything, then they would, like, no one would do anything then.
Yeah, no, you're right.
But still. So anyway, so a while ago, actually, we actually talked to Judy, one of our guests on the pod, about a little bit about the animal rescue
drama.
and like all the drama. There's like a lot of shit going on. There was this woman named Lizzie Schrerer Wow, it's a really hard to pronounce last name. Lizzie Scherer.
Scherer.
It's like the rural the rural juror of Saving Spot Dog Rescue says that Vanderpump and Ken neglected to pay her $32,000. So, and that her organization as a result would be shuttering. And basically they were like, no. They were like, we didn't want to work with her because they didn't have the charity set up properly. Everything was really messy. We helped her pay her rent. We were purely helping her because of our love of dogs, because we don't like this woman. And it sounds like, based on no knowledge whatsoever, but just based on the conversation we had with Judy, that's not uncommon for people to be like batshit crazy.
Yeah, no, I would actually go on Lisa's side with that one. With very little information, so like who knows, but yeah, it does sound like, why wouldn't she pay the money?
Yeah, has it.
She has it,
and
it's only downside for there to be negative press around this.
Exactly. And then also people that looked into it, that the organization seemed sketchy, and they were probably just trying to extort them, honestly, because they're
based on like the conversations we had with Judy, I'm like, yeah, makes sense.
It is kind of scary, like for these Real Housewives sometimes. So what's her name? Fucking another one from Beverly Hills that I'm blanking on. Oh, Dorit Kemsley. She had somebody break into her house and steal a bunch of her clothes and stuff, and they held her at gunpoint and like all this crazy shit, and it was like the most insane story ever. But it's like, when you're gonna be on a show like this, showing like your closet and showing where it is in your house, like obviously, get a better security system or whatever.
Yeah.
But you are putting it out there, like, in this house that you can very easily Zillow, I'm sure, in this specific location, you could get hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of goods.
Yeah. That's scary. Remember when someone stole Lady Gaga's dogs?
Yes.
That was wild.
And then everybody went to jail, and the woman that returned them...
Didn't she sue her?
She did, because they found out that she was in cahoots with the people that stole the dogs.
Wow.
People are nuts. I feel like that's like some Tanya Harding shit to me.
Yeah, we should maybe I want to get the details, because I think the woman who returned the dogs sued Lady Gaga at some point.
Oh, really?
I think there was drama around it, so we should check into it.
Yeah. So the Yelp reviews for this ladies' charity were overwhelmingly negative. Yeah. Okay, so just a few more things. We're over time, so I'm just gonna rifle through these kind of things. So she was involved in a class action lawsuit for allegedly failing to pay wages at restaurants. Can't do that.
Can't do that. It's the law.
Yeah. So that was pretty fucking nuts. And I think that was just sort of settled, though. So,
well, I mean, that's just like very simple. Like, you're running a business.
Right.
A class action. There was a lot of people involved.
I guess so.
4 years prior to the filing, the claims that
I think it was just one person.
I don't actually know. I always assume class action lawsuit. Like, I always think about those ones where it's like, did you get a mesh in your vagina?
Right.
And it went bad?
Yeah.
Class action lawsuit.
Right.
So that's what I usually think of, not just one person.
So I think it was just this one guy, Adam Antoine, and he filed a class action lawsuit saying that he hadn't been paid fairly for at least 4 years.
Took you a while to file that bad boy.
Yeah. I feel like he probably was about to be fired and was like, well, I can
get a check.
These people don't want bad press. Let's go for it.
Yeah. Well, did he get the money?
No.
Oh, really?
No.
Get out of town, Antoine. Not in Lisa's house.
And then one of the funniest things ever, or not funny, but it's kind of insane. It's just very LA, this whole sentence. Oh, so there was a crash at Pump, where a Ferrari of all cars crashed into a glass wall between the patio and the sidewalk. And so everyone was fine. Only one woman was taken to the hospital for just like some cuts, like nothing super invasive or whatever. Obviously, it could have been a lot worse. Ken was making jokes on Twitter like, it's not a drive-through restaurant. Ha ha ha.
No, that's not a bad joke.
It's not terrible.
It's pretty funny.
So some people thought, though, they were like, well, is she just doing this for like insurance money? They were like, it felt very like a promotion of the restaurant rather than
maybe that. I don't know about the insurance money.
Right. Well, then a few weeks later, there was an electrical fire and they collected on insurance money for that. So people were like, this is sort of an interesting coincidence.
Don't worry. The insurance company will find out.
True.
They are very good at not paying when they don't want to.
Yeah.
Don't you worry about. No one needs to go to bat for the insurance company. No. They've got it under control. They are so intense.
Yeah, they suck.
Yeah.
I would hate to work at an insurance company.
Oh yeah. My parents, their house flooded. I think I talked about that on the pod. Did I? I don't know. Their house flooded a couple months ago.
Oh, yes, you did, yeah.
And they've been... Oh, yes, because my dad bonded with their insurance adjuster over their mutual raising. He raised butterflies and that guy raised bees. So everything got approved. America. USA. That's right there. You gotta find their weak spot. And this guy's was insect raising. Yeah. My dad pounced. He stung him. Got him.
That's so fucking funny.
It was pretty funny.
So, I mean, that was basically a roundup of what I have on her. She's worth a fuckload of money. Let's actually see what is Lisa Vanderpump's net worth.
Oh, what are you going to guess? I'm guessing... Ooh, I don't even know the range.
I would say over 100.
130 million. That's what I'm guessing.
90 million.
Wow, Lisa, I really believed in you.
I know, right? What a poor fucking
She's poor.
She is literally poor.
She's literally poor. We're going to get a GoFundMe for Lisa going.
She is the poorest person I've ever seen.
That is amazing, though. Off of a couple of restaurants and, just bullshitting on TV.
I know.
No real acting roles.
No,
you got to remember, it's not like she's in, Harry Potter or,
right.
the latest.
You're really on Harry. You're like, I cannot wait.
It's been all I've been thinking about. It's a great game.
Yeah, no, I mean, I feel like she's a good example of once you just get over how you're making your money, you could just make tons of, because being on a reality show and being a reality person is really fucking embarrassing and invasive and extremely
it's not option
trashy.
Yeah, it's not option A.
And so for the fact that she's just yeah, you know what, whatever. I'm like,
good for you.
Okay,
good for you. And she brought all these other kids along with her, and they are kids. Those are children.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're our age.
Children. They are children. We're children.
We're children. We're just little tiny babies.
We're just the littlest girls.
We're the littlest girls. Have you seen on TikTok, by the way, there'll be a family dancing and it'll be 1992, 2002, whatever. And it'll be showing when the mom was birthing these children. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay, I'll show you. Whatever.
Okay. Well, tune in next week. Maybe we'll review what the fuck that just was.
It's a bunch of 11-year-old moms, basically.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah, it's really quite and they're glamorizing, look how happy of a family we are. And I'm like, okay, but where's the dad?
Where's the dad? And secondarily, why are you trying to convince us of this so much?
Yeah, stop it.
The fact that you need to continue screaming that at us.
The lady doth protest too much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Are you happy? Okay. Anyway,
I hope they are.
Really been a range of topics that we have covered today. I hope you enjoy the episode.
This is a really schizophrenic episode.
It was fun. I enjoyed it. I don't give a shit. Actually, no, this is socialism, right? I forgot about that. Yeah. So whatever you want,
let us know what you guys like. Let us know if you have any topics you want us to cover. If you have...
Oh, we have an email address. I realized we always say this and we don't tell them how. You can DM us on Instagram. Or you can email us at riskybusinessnews@gmail.com.
Yeah,
so email us.
And please leave a 5-star review.
Most importantly.
If you don't mind. Subscribe to our YouTube. That's great for us. Follow both of us on Instagram, Mae_Planert.
My name, Laura Sogar, LAURA SOGAR.
Sugar
with an O.
Okay,
just like me.
wonderful.
All right.